Hello guys, it's me, Dean, and in today's video I'm going to be drawing Journal 3 from Gravity Falls. Now to start off, we're going to be going super thin, and making an outline for the journal. So we're going to be doing a rectangle around that size, and now we're going to get our circles out. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this circle. We're going to move this here. We're going to rotate it 90 degrees. I did that the wrong way, so we're going to do it 180 now. We're going to squish this down. And now we're going to try to copy and paste it. We're going to copy, then we're going to paste. And now, what we can do is we expand it, and I kind of just ruined that, so we're going to go back. We're going to bring it down here. Just going to select this again. Going to we'll want to just get the curve here, and bring the curve over here. Now what we can do is we'll take the line, connect the bottom to the top. We'll just do these lines until we have what we need. And finally, we're going to take this part here, rotate it to the left 90 degrees. And there. Now we'll go back to our line tool. And we can, there. Now I'm going to go back to my source image, see how it looks. We're going to do 2 little gold stripes on the side. There. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the right triangle. We're going to be putting it right there, and if I'm correct, rotating it 90 degrees to there will fix the problem. So now we'll just take a circle. Actually, that's not gonna work. So what we actually gotta do is take this, grab the corner, then we can copy and paste, and we'll just rotate anything. We'll rotate it in any orientation. There. Now we'll paste again. We'll rotate to the right this time. Rotate to the right. Then we'll do it one last time and we'll do a full 180. So what we want to do is rotate 180, bring it down here, and there. Now what we'll want to do is just bring in little circles for the little middle parts. There. Now we can do a little bit of detailing right now by taking these lines and just adding a few there, 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 and we'll just keep on going at it until we've got a nice detailed pattern that we like. And there, I think that's like, yeah, there. That's what we'll want. Now, I'm going to go back to my source image. Okay. So, it's yellow with a yellowish brown on it. We do not want that. So what we're going to do is brushes. We really want that. And there. Fill tool. Take the yellow. And it still does that. So we're going to go back. We're going to, we can zoom in, so this is a little bit easier. Alright, I see the problem. I didn't completely fill in this little part right here. So we can do that. Use the bucket. And there. Now what we can do is fix that problem that's on all of them. And now we can use the fill bucket. And we can also do that on the metal parts over here. So we're going to take these lines, add them, we're going to add some lines, that way it's fixed. There. Now I'm going to look at the photo to see just how dark of a brown it is. And yeah, it's pretty dark. So what we're going to do is edit colors, do like a nice darkish brown, add to custom colors. There. Now we're going to take our brushes. And there, doesn't that look neat? Now it's pretty much completely in the center. Go back to our source image, check it again. Let me know if I should do better with the coloring, with the color outlets I'm using. But yeah, I think this color goes really well as like a darkened yellow. I don't think we ever really get an answer to why it's darker, besides it's just an old journal. So, I wonder if it's like oxidation or something. So yeah. Go back to our tools. We can go here, use the color, go to brushes, and yeah. I was just playing The Binding of Isaac. Maybe I'll eventually start making some Isaac content. But right now, I'm comfortable just doing these drawings and talking about Isaac. So, in Isaac, I just got the mom's knife thing, and I was doing a pretty good run with it. I had goat's head, so I could go to a lot of sacrifice rooms. I was really hoping for brimstone, but that just didn't seem to be in the cards. But pretty much, I died because there's this, it's this one boss. He splits into other bosses. I mean, he splits into other ones. So pretty much he goes a size down and splits into multiple of him. And once he does that, he does double damage, which really sucks because I wasn't even past Mom yet, so that really sucked. And I died because I was low on HP from the devil deal. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I know I say this a lot, but if you have anything you'd ever like to talk about, be it Isaac or just a problem you're having with my channel, I'd love to hear your input and hear what I should be doing. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in here. That one's pretty much like entirely. Now, I'll go to the black color. And there, it's looking pretty nice. Now, what we're gonna want to do is make a pretty big oval. Yeah, that's the right color. And there. Now, I'm gonna go to the select, and we're just gonna chop off this giant part. That is not at all what I meant to do. I'm just gonna go back and I went too far back. Now, why on earth is that happening? Don't tell me the background's just black. Why is this happening? I don't know why. Can y'all give me some guidance in the comment section if you can? It's all black. I'm on the eraser. I think that's something to do with my secondary color. Okay. Now my secondary color is good, and I can finally proceed with this. Okay. So pretty much it goes like that. Then his fingers curve. We need to go to black. That is way too thick. Okay, brushes. We're gonna go here. And we're just going to Okay, this is not working. I'll admit that, and it's getting a little frustrating. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna go size down. I'm gonna take that. Okay, there. Now, we're just going to chop off this bit. We're gonna delete it. Chop off this bit. And I'll erase from here. Okay, there. Now I can go back to my brush, fix that problem. And now, I'll use the line tool. Now what I'm gonna do is it's kind of just a straight line from there. So we'll take the straight line tool. I might not have scaled this up properly. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to delete that. Just going to scale it, make it bigger. I feel I made it a little bit too big. There. Okay. Now we're gonna delete that. Going to try to get what I need here. Going to smush it a little bit. I smushed it a little bit too much. Ah, come on. Okay. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna finally delete this. Take our brush, fix the problem. We're going to chop off the pinky. Now we're going to use a straight line. After we do that, we're just going to bring down the finger. And I'm going to scale it up a little bit. Gonna do that. Yeah, there we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another line. After we do this, I'll have to look at the source image and see how thumb plays its role here. And finally, Actually, I think it's better how it was before. Now it was like that. And there. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to fill it in completely with the gold. Actually, is there a darker gold we can use here, perhaps? Yeah, there we go. So now we can do a fill. And of course that happened. Why wouldn't that happen? I'm so happy that happened. Okay, now we're just going to do that. Now I can finally fill. And of course I can't. Hold on, I gotta do a little bit of trial and error here. Alright, attempt number 3. We're going to take the fill tool, of course. Not just, finally, attempt number 4. Of course, where? Why? Of course it's buggy. It's by a single dot up here. Single 2 dots up here. Okay. There. Now we're going to fill bucket. It's somewhere down here. Okay, we're just going to take a brush, do black, and we're gonna redo this somewhat. Now what we can do is that. And finally, fill tool. No, not what we wanted to do. We wanted to do the gold. I guess we're doing that. Alright, alright. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find ourselves a nice dark velvet reddish. And I kind of feel like that already fits it. Yeah, that kind of fits the description. Of course, that always happens when we don't want it to. We're gonna take our brush. We're going to fix it. We're going to bucket it. And there. Now I'm going to do the same thing right here. Why? Why does this? Why? We're going to take the dark. We're going to take the black. Now we're going to bucket red. Now I'm going to zoom out. So zoom out. We're going to take a thicker black, so we're gonna do line, size, that. It's a black thing on the cover. And now I'm going to take that. We're just going to delete. Use yellow. We're gonna bucket it. And we're just going to take ourselves a line. A black line, that is. And there, now we're going to use the bucket tool, and yep. Now just fix this little part right here. There. Now we're just going to take this whole part, we're going to copy, paste, then we're going to copy, paste. Now we have 3 of them, but we don't need 3 of them unless we're doing all the journals, which, yep, we are. You guessed it right. So now we're just going to delete that, fill in with the bucket tool. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to delete. We're going to fill in with the bucket tool. And I'm going to look at the way that all of them are drawn. So number 1's kind of got this fancy little curve on it. So what we're going to want to do is take that curve. Now we'll just take a line, black line, so now we're going to use the bucket tool, go to yellow, just fix those mistakes, and do the same thing for black. And there, we got journals 1 and 3. Now, finally, I just gotta find the way that they drew number 2, and it's fairly simple. So, what I gotta do is, I'm just going to take that. We're gonna undo what I just did. We're gonna take that. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the lines, now we just gotta do black, oh black, black. Now all we gotta do is yellow, yellow. But that's really small compared to the other numbers, so we're just going to crop it down. And there, we got journals 1, 2, and 3. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. That's me, Dean. Have a great day.